Good evening, lovelies. I'm Reva, and welcome to my channel. This is my first upload, so I'll apologize in advance for the quality. Hopefully, that'll change soon. Um, so today, we're doing some product reviews in a couple categories. Three, actually. Fitness, skincare, and of course, makeup. So with no further ado, let's get started, shall we? I'm going to have to put you down. I know. All right. Excuse me. Get down, girl. All right. So our first product that we have today is in the fitness category. And it is a pair of weightlifting gloves by Cat Barbell. The purpose of these gloves is to make it more comfortable on the hands while lifting weights, and which in all honesty they do. And that is thanks to, let's see if I can get it up here so you can see. That is thanks to this generous amount of padding that's been sewn into the palm. And at the same time, this padded area is textured to keep the barbells or dumbbells, weights, from slipping back and forth in your hands and causing calluses. These things are actually kind of a godsend for us ladies that like to lift. But let's see. We're looking back at my notes here. They come in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. I bought the small. And they almost fit right. They're still a little bit too big in where your fingers and your thumb go through. So I don't know. I don't know if it's because I have super tiny hands, or if it's just that it's not a true to size fit. The only real downside to these, other than a loose fit, is they do make your hands sweat like mad. They're made out. Wait a minute. Look at the tagging. I believe they're like 75% neoprene. So yeah, neoprene, if you wear it against your skin for long periods of time, is going to make you sweat. So if you don't like the idea or the feel of sweaty hands, these may not be a good choice for you. Personally, I find they're not too bad. And at a price point of around $5, I bought these at TJ Maxx. They're really not a bad deal, and they work the way they're intended. So, not that bad, really. Uh-oh. No. Don't tear up my embroidery. Okay. Whew. False alarm. Okay. Fitness out of the way. Our second... Oops, where am I? Where are my notes? Okay. Our second category this evening is skincare. Now, while this is not technically skincare related, it's actually I'd say in a category all its own, but I'm lumping it in with skincare tonight, is the Finishing Touch Flawless Women's Razor. Cute little, like, rose pink colored shaver for ladies. Let's see, where did I... Okay. I found this at Walmart, although I have seen them at Rite Aid. I picked this up at Walmart for $20. I was looking for another item, and I ran across this and thought, why not? It's $20. What could it hurt? I've blown $20 on some really badly designed items over the years that did not work. But I thought $20 couldn't hurt. Give it a chance. So yeah, I'll admit I'm skeptical. Anymore, you have to be. Picked it up, tried anyway, and I was pleasantly surprised at how well this little razor works. On the packaging, it says that it is designed to get rid of the little peach fuzzies. You know, ladies, the little peach fuzzies that keep our makeup, our foundation, and whatnot from going on smoothly. And I also discovered that it works really good on those little chin hairs that we get as we begin to get older. Excuse me. So, let's see if I can get it to where you can see it in the camera here. It has this little round shaver head, which the packaging says is 18 karat gold. I kind of doubt it's 18 karat gold, personally, because on a $20 item, with the price of gold nowadays, I'm thinking it's more just gold colored to make it look pretty. That said, this little shaver head just twists right off, so it's replaceable. Walmart does sell replacement heads. $10 a package. And I want to say there's 2 or 3 in the package. I know there's at least 2 in there. And of course you can dump your little fuzzies out, you know. And it just goes right back on. Got a little switch right here that not only operates the shaver itself, but the little light that's on it. It's not whisper quiet, but not really that loud. Long story short, is it worth the $20 and a AA battery? I'd say it is. And the fact that it's small enough that I can just throw it in my purse and bolt out the door to run errands and stuff, that's just an added bonus for this item. Definitely a keeper. Now, where did I put it? Here it is. Now, our second item in the skincare category is Skin Therapist Ultra Retinol Concentrated Night Cream. Now, I really want to check my notes on this because it makes some pretty hefty claims here. Let's see here. Okay, this I picked up at TJ Maxx for $6. But while doing research on it, I did find that Amazon sells this along with the almost the entire Skin Therapist line. So you can just type it in and it'll bring up all kinds of products in this line. Now, according to what I could find, it claims to be chock full of skin nourishing ingredients. The main ingredients are retinol, which is a form of vitamin A, hyaluronic acid, can I help you? Sorry, my dogs. Where was I? Oh yes, it has shea butter, vitamin E, and aloe vera. It claims that it will not over dry skin like other retinol products on the market. Now, before we go any further, I was a little wary of this. Now, considering I have super dry and sensitive skin, and when I say dry, I mean dry like the Sahara Desert. My skin's a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I was kind of wary of this because of my skin being so sensitive and dry. And it claims that it won't over dry the skin, and it goes on to claim that it will excuse me. It goes on to claim that it will get rid of fine lines and expression lines. Big and fair claims. It's a skin cream. It's supposed to be anti-aging. Did it help my laugh lines? Not noticeably. It didn't dry my skin out, but as you can probably see, when I get closer to the camera, yep, lines are still there. Oh, Lord, I need to get this makeup off. But yeah, the lines are still there. But having said that, it's only been a couple of weeks. That claim is something that would be best measured over a much longer period of time than just 2 weeks. The only downside that I found with this cream is that it did make my skin irritated. It made it red, and it made it kind of, I don't want to say raw feeling, but it was irritated. It still is, actually. But that could be because I've been using it nightly. So I'm going to cut back to every other night and see if that helps with the redness and the irritation. The verdict, I'm not entirely convinced. I'm going to have to revisit this in another video at a later date. And now, for our last category, And that's makeup, ladies. Today we have the CoverGirl Outlast Active Foundation. This foundation claims, now I'm going to look at my notes so I get it right. Yeah, I better put the foundation up here so you can see what I'm talking about, huh? Well, probably a little blurry. This camera's not that great. Okay, this foundation claims 24-hour wear, a broad spectrum SPF of 20, to be sweat, humidity, and transfer proof while not clogging pores. Was I skeptical? You bet I was. Those are some pretty tall claims for a simple tube of foundation. So, because the claims were so lofty, I put it through every test I could think of. I put it through super sweaty 2-hour gym workouts, a super steamy bathroom, and of course, when it comes to transfer, what I hold as the gold standard is the white pillowcase test. While I didn't wear this for 24 hours, because let's be honest, who wears their makeup for 24 hours? I don't know about you, but at the end of a long day, the first thing I want to do, other than take my bra off and put my pajamas on, is take off my makeup. So no, I didn't wear it for 24 hours. I did, however, put it through what for me, excuse me, goodness gracious. Throat's a little dry. For what for me is a typical 18-hour day. That having been said, this foundation held up to almost every test I put it through. The only time I had a bit of transfer was when, of all things, I went to blow my nose. What are you doing? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Only time I had transfer is when I went to blow my nose. And after a week of testing, I did the pillowcase test every day for a week and had no transfer. So after a week of testing, I went to blow my nose the one time and I had a tiny bit of transfer on the tissue. Transfer proof? No. Transfer resistant would be a much more appropriate claim. Was it picture perfect at the end of the day? Not really. Then again, I honestly didn't expect it to be. There was some settling around my eyes, which, I mean, I've been wearing this foundation since 5 o'clock this morning. It's now, let's see, what time is it? It's 7:15 at night now. The sun's going down. So I've been wearing it 5, 12. I've been wearing about 14 hours now. Just to give you an idea. Okay, I've been wearing this makeup since 5 a.m. It's now 7:15 at night. And if I get close to the camera, you can see that, you know, it's settled in my lines. It's settled in, oh, it actually settled in on in the creases of my forehead too. I didn't notice that before. And yes, it settled in the marionette lines on the sides of my face. Which honestly is not nearly as bad as I expected it to be. I mean, it's a $7, $8 foundation. I've paid $20, and I think one foundation I bought was $35. That was a couple years ago. And not mentioning any brands or anything like that, because, you know, I don't like throwing shade like that. But those foundations didn't wear this well. I was having to reapply after, or you know, freshen up and try to powder and patch and whatever after 2-3 hours. So, just at the end of the day, this wasn't as bad as some of those other ones. Is this the Holy Grail foundation for me? I'm actually not sure. I'll have to revisit that question ultimately in the middle of this summer. Here in West Virginia, it gets very warm and it gets extremely humid. So I'm going to have to revisit this again come summer when it's 85, 90 degrees, 90% humidity. And we'll see how I feel about this foundation then. As for right now, I think I'm going to go buy a backup of this just to keep in my backups drawer so I don't run out of it until then. And I wear makeup pretty much every day, well, except for weekends. Yeah. Shouldn't have to look pretty on weekends too. But long story short, I'm very hard to impress, but this almost has me impressed. Oh, okay. So that's the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And feel free to share with your friends if you want. And go ahead and subscribe if you like down below. And don't forget to hit the bell so you know when I upload another video. If you've had similar experiences or even different experiences with the same products, go ahead and leave me a comment. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe something I overlooked. Or if you know of a product that works just as good, if not better. I'd like to hear about that too. Anyway, have a beautiful day, lovelies. Bye.